to Robot Adventures Review. Come by. Children. Dumbasses. Shoot for brains. Do not watch this video. This video is made for people who like my videos and are interested in Transformers and Alright, so today I got all his friends with him. Hey, these are my friends. And we got Robot. And we got a little Robot Alt. And we got Hound, nice guy. And Megatron, Hot Rod, and Starscream. Over there. We got Dumbass and the Shit for Brains. Over there. And we're looking at Megatron. TLK 19. What does TLK mean? Oh, the last night. No, there you go. Is this thing plugged in? Lights! Alright, better. Alright, so today is August 7th, 2017. And this, according to the Takara Tomy website, was released on August 5th. So 2 days ago it was released. And the movie was released here in Japan on August 4th. And yeah, it was. You couldn't find this one. You could find the smaller one, the Voyager class one, but not this larger one. And I picked this up at Yamada Denki for $54.40, and I used my point card, so it came down to like 40 something. So about 40 bucks ish, maybe 50 bucks. And why did I get this? Reuven, you normally don't. Well, you stopped buying a bunch of Transformers because of all the things you said about how the prices are too high for the quality that we're getting, and a lot of that still holds true. But this was a new mold, and yeah, I thought it was a good price. 50 bucks was like, okay, 60 bucks for the top of the line figure there. It's like, alright, that's a decent price. I remember buying the Galaxy Force Megatron, the car one, which was pretty fucking big, for about 60 bucks as well. I was like, okay. And the Japanese Takara Tomy version of Optimus you can find everywhere. But the premium edition, this is, of course, the premium Premier Edition. Premier Edition there. So it's just the US version with, or the international version here, with this sticker. And this sticker over here. And I think that's it. Oh, no, and one more sticker down here. So that's pretty much it. It's all in English, Spanish, Frankenstein, and all those languages, and Cybertronian. And, so, good. The premium edition, Premier Edition from Optimus, we had that also here before the movie released. But it just looked kind of cheap. It had like the shield, and according, yeah, that was the shield he was using in the movie. But I just didn't like the color scheme, and the Takara Tomy paint applications look a little bit better on Optimus, so I didn't get that one. But yeah, Megatron, I wanted to get that one. Before the movie released, before this was available, they had the tiny one, the small one that you can get. But yeah. So let's, I've seen that there are a couple of videos out there about this figure. I try not to watch other people's reviews, and the reason being because I want to I want to transform this thing, figure it out by myself. That's the whole fun for me. It's always been the fun, trying to figure out how to transform the thing, watching other people transform it. I guess some people like it, but yeah, I want to do it. So that's why we get it. It's a puzzle, and we all like puzzles. Here's a puzzle. I hate that puzzle, Reuven. That's a shitty-ass puzzle. Why are you showing me that thing? Oh, because that's how you solve it. Oh, fuck, it's already solved. But yeah, those metal puzzles, those are fun. I got a crap load of these. So, on the back here, 30 steps to transform it, and the jet mode looks kind of cool, and it's got little fire boosties and stuff like that. So, you know, I think in the movie, the movie. So that was released like 3 days ago. I saw it last night again, and I was like, come on, really? Come on. And I think the initial review of that thing, I gave it like maybe a 6.5 or something, and 5 was like indifference, and I liked it, and I was like, yay. But it suffers from one of those things where where you can't watch it a second, and it's even worse. It's not like I need to cut this thing. It's not like cutting. It's not like one of like a thriller like The Sixth Sense or something where you watch it again, but you already know what the ending's like. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, you can see. Sometimes The Sixth Sense is even better to watch. Those kind of movies are even better to watch the second time. Because it's like, oh, now I can. Now you can catch some of the things that you missed. And it's like, oh, okay, so that worked well. And, but this suffers from, I don't know what the name of the reverse is. I'm going to call it kind of shitty writing or just giving up or something. Where the movie has so many plot holes that the first time watching it, you're like, okay, I kind of get it. It's like, oh, okay. But watching it a second or a third time, you start catching more of the plot holes, and you're like, wow, that really sucked. It's like, what? That didn't make any kind of sense. Why did that happen? So the first time you watch it, you're like, oh, okay, well, that kind of didn't make sense, but I'm going to let it slide because I want to see what happens. But it just gets worse and worse, and it's like, wow, what? Why did... Oh, man, that's so very orangey. Fire! So let's take him out of his paper ties there. Getting cheap with the metal. Fuck that. Can't use these kind of twisty ties on there. Gotta use paper. But at least they gave us something better than yeah, it looks okay. It looks alright. Good size. Alright, let's take them out. Just something I thought was kind of different. I haven't bought a figure in a while. I think the last Transformer I bought was Masterpiece Omega Supreme. Ultra Magnus. Masterpiece Omega Supreme would be crazy. But yeah, they look like they're using these kind of little funny ties. I guess the old metal was too expensive or something. Kind of cut that out. Alright, so it should be free. Awaken! Barg! 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 Barg, barg, barg. Alright, so, this is, I don't have my spinny thing yet. Oh, hello. And in the movie, if you're watching the movie, the way they cut it, it was like, wow, that's some shitty editing. So, and I'm sure they can just add whatever voice they want. It doesn't really, the lip syncs don't have to match and stuff, but there's a scene where Barricade goes in and starts talking to Megatron. This is rubbery over here. Oh, it's kind of nice. He's got teeth. Goes, I'm gonna eat some food. That would be good if you could focus on his face. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. There's a scene where he's talking to Barricade, and I'm gonna eat some apples. Megatron. I like cabbage. Do you have any cabbage? And Barricade shines a light in his face, and Megatron says, "Oh, get that out of my face." And then Barricade starts talking, and he's like a little bit further away from where he was when he shone the light on his face. And then he walks in closer. Megatron, they found the thing, and then they shine the light back, and the light's back on Megatron's face as he answers, "So have you found the thing?" or something. It's like, okay, I think those scenes are supposed to be flipped. So yeah, okay. Because Megatron says, "Get that thing out of my face," and the next time you see Megatron, the light's back in his face. It's like, okay. Silly, crappy editing. Fuck you, Ruben. Let's spin him around. Alright, he's not that heavy. But maybe his jet mode is pretty cool. And he doesn't have that much crap exposed, so that's kind of okay. $60 though. Alright, so now for the favorite part of the review, which we always do, where a robot interviews the Transformer that the figure was designed after. Hold on. Ruben, you've never you're a liar. Fuck you. You never do this. Alright, Megatron, so, what do you think about, your new design there? Or I think that it's a good design because I transform into a jet this time. And I fight Optimus again. And this time, in this movie, I was on Optimus' side when he was with Quintessa, but then when Optimus became good again, then I was angry at Optimus. I didn't want to work with Optimus to get the staff, but I knew where he was when he got the staff. Because I was like right there where he was. That don't make any kind of sense. Alright, so we can't make sense of the movie. Where are you supposed to just hold all your fire there, Megatron? I think he's supposed to be displayed in robot mode because, yeah, I don't know where you're going to stick his fire. He only comes with those three pieces. So, okay. So, in airplane mode, he's supposed to stick. And moving his arm there, it didn't have any ratchety parts. I was like, oh man, I kind of like ratchety bits. It's just kind of a swivel thing, not really a nice arm. But let's take a look at him there. Oh, sexy. It looks kind of like Batman there. I guess those are some kind of last night motif with his ankle guards there for when he's riding on a horse. Got his spurs on. And looks kind of nice. I would say, yeah, $50 is maybe okay. I'd say $40 would be great price for this thing. If you want the leader class version for $40, I think that'd be a good deal. And yeah, doesn't look that bad. I think you'd sell a lot more of these, but yeah, who's the big bad guy in the new one? Who are we gonna fight? Optimus. Optimus versus Quintessa. Is that what we're doing? Optimus versus America and the TFC, or whatever it was called. TFS? Not very good. Not very good camera work there, Ruben, right? So battle damage. He had like a red mark across his face, like right up in the close-up shot where he was fighting with Optimus. He's like, well, when he wasn't even fighting him, it was like, you just betrayed us, Optimus. Or you don't have. We used to be brothers, and it's like, why did that happen? I don't know. Did Quintessa corrupt Megatron as well? Was that one of the storylines? Like, oh, Optimus had a little red spot on him, and now Megatron has a little red spot on him. Maybe he was corrupt. Maybe Quintessa corrupted them both, which I kind of think was maybe the case, because there's so many plot holes. It's like, what happened to the Fallen? And didn't the Fallen, according to the comics, try to kill Unicron and then was corrupted and then wanted to kill the Star? I mean, if the Fallen was working for Unicron against Primus, then harvesting the sun, even though it's a really small star in comparison to other stars in the galaxy, in the universe, would have killed Unicron. If Unicron was Earth, oh, it's like, okay, yeah, or maybe he was trying to feed Unicron with the Harvester. But what was it? He wanted to feed Unicron with the Harvester, which was Earth, and then the Allspark, charge the Allspark at the same time, feed Unicron, and then make an army with the Allspark to go fight Primus. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But that was nowhere explained anywhere. Well, yeah. And then Megatron was trying to get, or the Sentinel Prime was trying to get Cybertron to come to Earth. Space Bridge. So many holes. So what I'm gonna do is watch the whole thing again. It's a marathon, and if you guys want to watch it with me, then we can just discuss all the problems with the whole thing. Alright, let's try to transform them. I'm not gonna do it on camera because, well, I guess I tried to do some of it because yeah, I'm not really sure how he's supposed to change. But I can figure it out. The gaps in his arms there, I really don't mind them that much. Because they're not that kind of mold spacing like this is. This I mind more. This kind of mold gap spacing stuff, I don't really like this kind of stuff. Creating those walls to add support to the outside of the mold on the outside, but the inside is just void. Don't really like that type. But yeah, he's got some Some old details on the inside of his foot there. Underside there. So, the mold looks pretty good. I like it. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, 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 rah. Megatron. I like the shieldy thing that he's got, and the new Takata Tomy has the shield also stuff. So that's, I'll probably end up getting that one. Hound, the new Hound, not really a big fan of that. Yeah. All right. Let's go. All right, so the instructions are over there, right there. So I'm guessing, what does he have to look like at the end? Now, that's not cheating. That's just gonna go by like, that's like jigsaw puzzle stuff. See this Primus here? This is the Premier Primus. It's got that funny shield, but the shield doesn't look like that. It looks, it's got that blue paint apps on it, and yeah, I didn't really like that one. So, unless I don't remember, I remember seeing it, but I don't remember if the Japanese version or international version was different. If it didn't have the paint apps, but yeah, I think the different shield looks better. Anyway, the Takata Tomy version. Alright, so let's see. Got to make him look like an airplane. So these are the wings on the back there. Let's swap those wings out. Can I transform him with his jet boost on the back there? Don't know. Okay, the wings rotate out. There you go. Oh, no, not that way. This way, okay. And it's one of those flapadoodle. Oh shit, that whole thing came off. Okay, apparently that's comes off. And I'm guessing that shield part does the same thing. Is there a gimmick? Fire? Fire. Fire or something. Shoot. I don't know. Twist. Twist or punch or shoot. Oh, there you go. The old in and out there. Alright. Alright. Oh, like this. Pew! Like that. If you hit it real fast, that's it. I don't think that's it. Oh, there you go. It's got some spring in there for some reason. Take off its turbo juicy parts there. Does that come off? I think that arm just goes forward. And no ratchety parts, so that kind of sucks. Hand probably hides back under there. Oh, that whole arm. Oh, that looks breakable right there. I will easily break that part. Don't want to do that. Like a little giraffe there. It's a battle mode. Oh, my battle mode. Oh yeah, and he's got a little flappy thing on the back of his head to move his mouth or something. What is the flappy thing? Horns move in? Okay. That's it. Alright, I figured it out. With with my transformer tool here. Ribbon, that's like a toothpick. Yeah. Right. So mine was stuck. So I had to pry it up at the back of the head. Right there. At the back of the head right there was stuck, and wow. 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 It's like the Tauntaun Star Wars. Wow. Oh, a little bit more. And, oh crap, I got it pried up again. Alright, enough of that. Alright, so now I got him in this mode here. Once you get to this mode, you're pretty much almost done. That's a good mode. That's his battle damage mode right there. That doesn't look like battle damage mode, Ruben. You gotta twist the legs more. Okay, maybe like that. Battle damage. Battle damage. A little bit of ratcheting on the legs there. Oh, okay. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get a Macross mode here. Alright, there we go. Macross mode coming at you. Alright, like that. That slaps in there. Are you getting all this? It's fucking quality transforming. Like that. And you get his beak in there. There's Macross with the little legs down there. I don't think Macross has Transformer sound effects, but it's gonna be sped up. Most definitely sped up. Well, alright, Megatron. That took Reuven about good 10 minutes to figure out how to stick your legs on there. And fiddling around with the top and stuff like that. So, that was 10 minutes of puzzle solving worth it? Maybe so. And what do you think about your alt mode, Megatron? Well, I think it looked pretty good. I think probably the best alt mode that I've had in any of the movies. So the best alt mode, best looking ship in any of the five movies. And yeah, it's a good alt mode. So I got it sitting here like I usually do. You never do that, Reuven. This is the first time you've done this. Fuck you, Reuven. Like I always do, I put it on this thing here to show you the scale and the size. This thing is on this Tamiya cutting mat A3 size cutting mat there. You can see right there. And it was an A3 size, Reuven. Well, that's like two A4s put together to make an A3. Oh, shit. And you can see it's pretty fucking big. It spans the whole bottom there across with little rocket boosts on. So that's what? Over 420 millimeters. 42 centimeters. And by over 30 wide. So pretty good. Pretty large. And yeah, so for those of you who didn't finish the second grade, fuck you, Reuven! How much is a centimeter? How much is a, well, the conversion is 2.54 to an inch. Centimeters are taught in third grade. Fuck you. So for those who didn't finish the third grade, if you don't know what a 0.54 means, well then you're fucking go back to kindergarten with all the other kinders. Why didn't they call it kinder class or Kinderlisten. Get back. I like these. It has a little bit of lime in it. Mmm. Tasty. Just a tasty beverage. Yeah, so I was thinking about it, and there are no electronics in this thing. And they gave us the size, which is nice. And they gave us a good price, which is also good. At the cost of electronics. So, is that okay? 2 out of 3? You know, back in the heyday, back in the glory hole days of we'd have all 3 for a good price. But now we've got 2 out of 3, and I take that. I'll take that. Nice size and nice transformer. So that's the way I figured out how to do it. You know, put in the comments, Ruben. Other than fuck you, Ruben, you're an asshole. Fuck you. Let me know if I did this correctly. The instructions are still in the bag. I did have a little bit of an alignment issue with my figure. If I aligned this part here together, then it would elevate this part here, and it wouldn't really snap down into that part there. So yeah, a little bit of an alignment thing, but the back of the canopy there looked good. And also on mine, this right, or I guess the left part of it, of the nose beak thing, kind of wants to just do that. If you just tap it a little bit, it's like, oh, I'm out, like that. Now it's stuck. And the way I found to fix it was, okay, well that's working. I have to make sure that this little trigger thing is popped all the way up. I think if you push that down, it'll pop it and lay out like that. So, it's like aliens. Yeah, and the paint applications on this are, well, they're pretty good compared to some of the other figures, and the quality control doesn't look that crap. I do like these Cybertronian bits on the wings here. That looks pretty cool. And I think it's a little bit funny how they did like a little bit too much silver on this side and a little not enough. It doesn't really match up, and I think when they're just painting them, they're just going left, 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 left. I've got left sides, and the guy next to him is like, I got right sides, and they stick them together and hope they match, and they don't. So, and talking about that, the actual, come on, the art on the box looks pretty good. And if you look at the sword, it's got this, like, this gold bit running down the center there. But in the movie, it doesn't have that. So the box art, the paint apps on the toy look cooler than the paint apps on the actual CG model in the movie. So the toy looks cooler than the movie, but the box looks cooler than the movie. But this figure is more movie accurate because it doesn't have all those apps, paint applications. So, yeah, it's just a big, you know, I want Dreadbot, I want Mohawk, I want. And the bottom, let's look at that. Tell me if that's right. Oh, shit, there was some fucking things over there. one of the things that I liked about the way they put this thing together is maybe thoughtful design, and I want to say it is, because they used pins where pins were maybe needed, and they went with like just breakaway hinges kind of thing right here, for example, and also the wings. So this this type of hinge, or swivel, you know, if you force it too much, the whole thing, the wing will pop off. And it's happened to me already. And also these little ankle fins, wings, if you pull them too much this way, they'll come off with these little tiny little pegs there that just slide right back in there. I mean, I do have to fiddle around with it, but and you've got these nice little rubberized crotch fins there, so that's okay. I like that. I also like the way the yellow is up underneath this armor. It looks pretty cool there. So I guess that was maybe 2 components or something, but yeah, that looks pretty nice. So yeah, in the end, I think, personally, I think it's maybe I think it is the best movie line Megatron that we've gotten. The tanks were kind of meh. The trailer, did we even get a big leader class Revenge of the Fallen tanker? I don't remember seeing one. I don't think I even, you know, I was looking at this thing, like, what was the last Megatron I got? And I think I actually skipped Age of Extinction. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Age of Extinction Megatron. And I skipped most of that thing. I didn't even get a prime from that thing. I was like, yeah, it looks cheap and crap. And but yeah, this mold, yeah, it was alright. And if you want to help support me, why not, and you want to pick up this figure, why not click that link down in the description, and that will help me by existing. Come back. Reuven. I just checked the description, and I didn't see a link down there. I think you forgot it. No, fuck. I want to support you, motherfucker, but you didn't put a fucking link. Fuck you. Get back. Yeah, pick up this figure where you can, if you like it. Yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, if you get a good price on it, and you don't mind no electronics. Electronics free. Right here. Reminds me a little bit of Jetfire. So kind of large. I should do a comparison. Alright, so I went, oh shit, and I found Jetfire. And just slap him right up there on top. And yeah, he's about the same, oh shit, they're about the same length if you can count turbo boosties. And I found a Megatron, which I think was the only one I could get. So yeah, just about the same size, which is nice. Jetfire was always one of the bigger ones, but He was a Decepticon, but it's all scratched out. Now he's just a fucking Pepe Le Pew stinky squirrel. And he killed himself at the end. Yep, alright guys, that's all I got for this guy. And yeah, the Takata Tommy Megatron Optimus, probably get him later. Maybe next week. So what I want to do is I want to talk about the movies, and I'm gonna try to marathon through the movies and see. I haven't done it, but I want to just go from 1 to 5 and see how crap they are, and if they make any kind of sense one after the other, which is gonna be kind of weird, just watching Optimus say the same shit at the start and the beginning, or the start and the end of each movie. Is like, and after this time, we know that we cars home and Autobots come home and yeah. Peter calling go. Like, come on! It's always the same crap. So. In our finest hour, the history books will say. Was there a big one? I mean, it looks almost too big to have like a full-sized truck version of this guy, but I'm gonna Google it, see if there was. Alright guys, talk to you guys later. Come bye. Bye-bye.